The man just twisted a bottle cap, but he suddenly noticed his fingernails turning black. He immediately realized his body was running out of oxygen, but before he could react, the water bottle in his hand began to collapse, and the cup on the tray table shook violently. The flight attendant sensed something was wrong. She quickly sat down, buckled up, and shouted for everyone to fasten their seatbelts, but it was too late. The plane slammed into a powerful air current, spraying water out of the cup. Passengers without seatbelts were thrown straight into the air. The entire cabin shook like crazy, and suitcases crashed down from the overhead bins. Everyone could only grip their armrests and pray. Soon, the cabin pressure reached a dangerous level. The captain put on his oxygen mask, and then the oxygen masks in the cabin dropped one by one. Everyone grabbed them and started breathing desperately, but no one realized a girl was still trapped in the restroom. The plane was shaking so hard that she couldn't open the door. She forced it again and again, and by the time she finally got out, she had collapsed from oxygen loss. Moments later, the cabin pressure returned to normal, and the plane slowly stabilized. Everyone thought they had survived. The captain quickly made an announcement explaining that severe turbulence had damaged a seal in the cabin, causing a sudden high-altitude decompression. The crew was already handling it, and the plane would descend to a safer altitude. Only then did the passengers finally calm down. That was when a flight attendant found the girl unconscious near the restroom. She rushed over and put an oxygen mask on her. Luckily, the girl woke up after breathing for a while. Everyone thought the nightmare was over, but the real horror had only just begun. The first one to collapse was a man in a suit. He suddenly started gasping for air out of nowhere. The flight attendant panicked and asked over the intercom if there were any doctors or nurses on board. Then she grabbed the emergency kit and rushed to him. But his condition was worse than anyone expected. He suddenly shoved his hand into his mouth, and the next second, he spat out a mouthful of black blood. Anton, another doctor on the plane, immediately stepped in to help, and Nick heard the call and rushed over too. But before they could figure out what was happening, the man began convulsing violently, as if he were possessed. Then his body suddenly went still. Everyone quickly carried him into the galley, and Nick immediately began emergency treatment on him, but ultimately it was unsuccessful. So the crew evacuated everyone in the economy cabin, leaving behind a corpse. Nick moved to a new seat, thinking everything had returned to normal, but suddenly, more bizarre things happened.